Hello everyone, how are you tonight? It's Thursday night already. Wow, week is just going by so quickly. I am Lori Ann Robinson, fashion consultant and health and wellness entrepreneur, coming to you live from beautiful Burbank, California, just a stone's throw away from the center of the universe here in Los Angeles, Hollywood. And it's really funny because everyone thinks, oh, well, you know, they want to go to Hollywood to see all the movie studios, but there really aren't any in Hollywood. You have to go where I live in Burbank. There's like 3 of them, a little further away. That's where all the big movie studios are. None of them are really in Hollywood. Anyway, that was just a little side note. But Hollywood is only 15 minutes away from me, so at any point in time I can just jump right over there if I want to. But tonight I want to talk a little bit about giving you some travel tips, packing tips, you know, things to remember when you're packing, because a lot of people will be traveling this long weekend, and I hope you have a nice long weekend. You don't have to work on Monday. That would be just such drag. That's why I love being an entrepreneur, because then I can have a long weekend if I want. So that's really great. But whenever I travel, I get a little bit Girl Scouty, Mary Poppins-ish when I travel. I like to have everything I could possibly think of. I always think that there's not going to be a drugstore anywhere nearby the hotel and that I'm not going to be able to get anything, which is so untrue. But I just like to make sure I have all my stuff. It's a security thing. It's like, you know, Linus in the blanket. If I have my stuff, then I'm good. So I've got a couple of little products tonight that you may not know about, that you want to make sure that you have with you in case, these are really great, in case you're going on maybe a camping trip, or you're going with a lot of kids, or you're going with a lot of people, or you are in close quarters of any sorts. You're taking a hotel room and you've got, you know, maybe 4 people staying in there. All of those types of things that, you know, you think about, how are we going to manage all of this and what am I going to do? Anyway, I do. That's me. And I'm always, frankly, I'm always worried about the bathroom situation. I'm just going to say it. You know, the bathroom situation. What are we all going to do sharing a bathroom? Especially with people that you may not know very well. That's always a sticky wicket now, isn't it? So I've got some little things right here I wanted to show you that I definitely will not travel without. First of all, I never travel without a candle. And I like to get these types of travel candles in the metal, because they're a lot safer in a hotel room, because they're inside the, you know, little tins, and you can easily put out the flame by just covering it up and smothering it with the top. Okay, I think a candle is really important. If perhaps the room's got halitosis, it's stinky, just smells like dirty feet from the people that were in there before, or old cigarettes, or just for, you know, the bathroom stuff. Have a candle. Everyone appreciates it. And don't forget matches, because it's really hard to find matches, or bring a lighter. No one has matches anymore. It's really hard. In Los Angeles area anyway, but I think it's really hard to find matches. So don't forget your matches or your lighter to take care of your candle. All right. All right, let's get real, people. This is one of my favorite products. It's these little poopy drops. For a while there, they were very expensive, and now they have come down in price, and you can even get them at the dollar store. You have to look at one of those clip type things that are like in the aisles, and they're clipped on like a cardboard thing. And this one's called Fresh Drop, and you don't want to travel without this. You know, if you're in a public restroom, or as I said, in tight quarters with a lot of different people, I always make sure I have my poopy drops. And when you feel that you need to, you know, do the biz, you put some drops in, or even on an airplane, you put a couple drops in the toilet bowl, because it kind of puts this, you can't see it, but there is a scented film that goes into the water. No one can even know it's there, but it just makes things a lot more pleasant for the person behind you. Think of that, the person behind you. Another thing that I love to make sure I always have are these little rolls of to-go toilet paper. And you can normally find these little rolls because you just never know if you're going to have toilet paper. I mean, I've been in situations before out of the country and toilet paper was not readily available. So you want to have little things like this. And you can normally find them in like Walmart, Target, that kind of place, CVS, drugstores, where they have a lot of the little travel size items. But I always make sure I have toilet paper with me because you just never know. And then I like to bring some aromatherapy with me, drops. And I like lavender because, again, if the room isn't smelling so great or you're with a lot of kids or whatever, you could just stick a couple of these drops in your nose, or the airplane's stinky, you know, whatever. That way you can just sort of mask those yucky odors, whatever. You could even put a couple of drops around a room or whatever, just to get the smell out, you know. But I think good old-fashioned lavender or lemon, whatever scent that you like, cinnamon, whatever. Okay, now I don't even go on short trips without these things. All sorts of disinfecting wipes. Yeah. I wipe down everything. In an airplane, everything gets wiped down. I don't care if people think I'm a freak. Let them. I just don't like other people's germs. And Clorox puts them out. These are the really strong ones. And also Wet Ones puts them out. You make sure you have those, and they get the antibacterial ones. And then for personal use, you know, on those long, hot, sweaty days, car rides, whatever, Purell has them also. And then you can get more of the cleansing cloths for your personal hygiene if it gets really, you know, really hot and sweaty and you're in the car for a long period of time and it's just hot. So if you're driving cross country or if you're sitting in an airplane, you just never know. But these are just easy to pack. They're flat, they don't weigh a lot, and you can just throw them in your handbag, your carry-on, and really they are, you know, the savior. And then who wants to eat with your hands after you've touched all that gunky stuff in the airplane? If you're in an airplane, think about it. You know, you don't want to be sick. And last but not least, to never forget, and I take them out of the boxes, are my big and small Ziploc bags. And make sure you get the Ziploc ones because you don't know what you're going to end up putting in there. If you're going to put wet clothes in there, wet socks, I put my shoes in there, sneakers in there, you know, anything that you want to keep away from your other clothes. I even like to put my clothes, actually I'll even bring a couple of even larger ones to bring the clothes that perhaps I didn't wear, if the majority of clothes I did wear, just to keep them clean from everything else. So if, you know, especially if you've been on a wilderness action vacation or white river rafting or climbing some mountain, your stuff gets pretty darn dirty. So you don't want that all to get embedded into your luggage and to stink up your luggage too. So that's why I love to take the plastic bags. It's great. You just never know when you're going to need them. Okay? So those are my tips, and a lot of this stuff you can get local drugstore, dollar store, Target, Walmart, all of those types of stores. Really easy to get, but it's just really some great things to remember when you are traveling. Okay, everybody, I hope you all have a very safe holiday weekend. And oh, please do share this video if you know somebody that's going to be heading out for the weekend and doing a long road trip or airplane trip and think maybe they could use these tips. But anyway, have a great weekend wherever you may be going, or even if you're just staying home, chillaxing. Have a restful, peaceful holiday weekend. And I will be starting a new video challenge. Actually, I think it now will be Saturday. So actually, I'll be back on Saturday, but I'll probably be from a remote location. So I look forward to seeing you then, because it'll be a video every single day. So that's always a challenge when there's a holiday in there. Okay, take care, everybody. Have a great Thursday. Good night.